Hello everyone, welcome back to Spinning Iris and another edition of my personal library log. I've got 20 more books to look at to see if they're already in my library log, and if not, I'll be adding them right now. I'll probably be breezing through this particular episode. We'll start with one that I've mentioned before in a previous video, The Hand I Fan With by Tina McElroy-Ansa. Sexy cover. This got at a local used book store. It's like it was $2. I remember it was it looked very interesting. Let's see, Ansa. Okay, next on the list, Treasury of World Masterpieces, Edgar Allan Poe. Let's see, The Complete Tales of Mystery and Imagination, the narrative of Arthur Pym, The Raven, and other poems. So it's a great big, complete and unabridged collection of the works of Edgar Allan Poe. Or, if not all, then at least most. This is a lovely, nice, collectible edition. Got this lovely gold. This one, probably from the library fundraiser. Most likely, that's where I've gotten probably the vast majority. No. Well, a good portion of my collection has come from the library fundraiser. This one included. Let's see, Poe. It's probably a separate edition. I've got two other Edgar Allan Poe collections in here. Because of course I do. And here's a little old one I read a couple years back. Hitty, Her First 100 Years by Rachel Field, illustrated by Dorothy P. Lathrop. This one is a bit old. It's an interesting little book. I heard about this one from my mother. She was looking for a copy of it. She's a bit of a doll collector, and Hitty is a doll. This is her story. It's from 1929. It's a little dated in some places. Yeah, fascinating stories. Journey of this doll from her creation to sitting in an antique shop. Yeah, it's quite a lot of fun. Again, a little dated in some places. It's great. My mom was looking for this on Amazon. Ran from anywhere from like $20 to $100 depending on which edition and how old and who had it, I guess. I got this one probably under $5 at the library fundraiser. This was quite the find. And it's one of the older printings, older editions. Yeah. I don't think I have this one in here yet. It wouldn't be one of these without some Nora Roberts, and I've got, we'll do 4 for this particular list. Got The Search, Shadow Spell, which is book 2 of the Cousins O'Dwyer trilogy. Not sure if I've got the others yet. And Born O'Hurley and O'Hurley's Return. The O'Hurley saga. So this is basically 4 novels into book packages. Born O'Hurley, we've got The Last Honest Woman, Dance to the Piper, and O'Hurley's Return has Skin Deep and Without a Trace. Our family sagas are always fun. Knock these out real fast. Let's see what I've got. Random kids book, The Thief Lord by Cornelia Funke. It's the author of Inkheart, which I haven't read yet. I haven't read this one yet either, but have it when I'm ready for it. This one looks to be not in that same universe. Set in Venice. Venice is always good for writing. Pretty sure I don't have this in here yet. This one, of course, found at the library fundraiser. Thief Lord, already there. Okay. Well, this one was an interesting find. This is I, Robot, the illustrated screenplay by Harlan Ellison and Isaac Asimov. This is from the library fundraiser. Still has that sticker on it. This one looks like it has nothing to do with the I, Robot film that was made several years ago that starred Will Smith. Haven't gotten to read it in this one yet, but I have read the original I, Robot, which is not like the movie at all. Alright, let's see if I've got this in here. Alright. Well, we're in a bit of a sci-fi vein. Here we have Harry Harrison's West of Eden. I'm not sure if I've read this one. I may have. No, I haven't. This has dinosaurs in it. Anyway, this one I got at the Salvation Army. So when you find Harry Harrison, you don't leave him on the shelf. Pretty sure I don't have this one in here yet. Wordsworth English Fairy Tales, illustrated by Arthur Rackham. These beautiful illustrations from Arthur Rackham. Again, when you see Rackham, you don't leave Rackham behind. So again, it's just a little collection of fairy tales. The question is, where do I put this? I could put it under the publisher, but I am going to put it under the illustrator. So Rackham gets the credit in my library. Let's see. Oh, there we go. English fairy tales. Oh, how smart. I am already there. Catherine Cookson's The Invitation. Yeah, another one, especially if you're here in the States. If you find Catherine Cookson, you do not leave her on the shelf, you take her home. She's a masterful storyteller. Her stories, there's always pain. No matter how romantic, there is always pain. There's always a little bit of suffering amongst all the joy. I'm not sure if we'd call these happy endings, but satisfying endings. I think I have this one in here already. Where did I find this one? One of two places, either the Salvation Army or the library fundraiser. Unless I found it at one of the used bookstores in the area. Just another possibility. Highly recommended author. Another great author, Agatha Christie, Remembered to Death. I read this one. This one probably found at the library fundraiser. It looks like it's got a little residual mark on there. There you are, already there. This was kind of a random find, I think, at the library fundraiser. Be Buried in the Rain by Barbara Michaels. Yeah, bit of a little suspenseful, probably romantic thriller. Oh, I'll find out how good this one is eventually. It sounded interesting. And keeping in the vein of thrillers, and for some reason I grabbed this one, Lee Child's Gone Tomorrow, a Jack Reacher novel. I do want to give Jack Reacher a fair chance. I didn't mind One Shot. And as you see, library fundraiser, so $1 to a good cause. No intro, just The Crimes of Love by the Marquis de Sade. With an introductory note by Aldous Huxley and translated by Lowell Bear. I have a feeling I have something else translated by Mr. Bear somewhere. Haven't read this one quite yet. Kind of have to be in a mood for stuff like this. Juicy stuff in here. How did I put him in here? There. Something less risque. Stan Lee's Rift World, Odyssey, by Stan Lee and Bill McKay, where superheroes are real and reality is ever changing. Super creative fellow. Not the only title of his I have in my collection. But eventually. We have Worlds of Star Trek Deep Space Nine, Volume 2, Trill. This is Volume 2 for that. Trill by Andy Mangels and Michael A. Martin, and Bejor by J. Noah Kim, all in this one little paperback package. The question is, how do I input this in here? I guess I'll put it under Worlds of Star Trek. This is going to be interesting. Okay, I'll figure this out. And also in the Star Trek universe, we have Star Trek Klingon Empire, A Burning House. So it happens in between the end of Deep Space Nine and Nemesis. Give you an idea of the time frame for this Klingon story. Klingons are cool. So let's see, did I get this in here? Get all these really cool books and then I forget I have them. And the last book here, another Star Trek novel celebrating 40 years of Star Trek, the original series. Crucible, McCoy, Provenance of Shadows by David R. George III. Dr. McCoy, the coolest doctor. Definitely. So yeah, a McCoy story. Don't think I have this one in here yet. Ooh, okay. Looks like this particular story is connected to... What was the name of that episode? Okay, so it looks like this particular novel deals with sort of the after effects of what happened with the episode on City on the Edge of Forever. In particular, the character Edith Keeler. Dang, now I want to read it. Yeah, great little find at the Salvation Army. Alright, it's another 20 books down. Many, many more to go. In fact, the next list is going to be very heavy. Well, I guess the next two lists are going to be pretty heavy in two very specific authors. Oh, that's all I've got for right now. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that lovely stuff. I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.